Hello, hello. Thank you for joining me. This is day 3, featuring book 15, Stanislav Grof's The Cosmic Game. I'll be reading the quotes that moved me most from approximately pages 80 through about 135 today. 1. Another area of everyday life that is a frequent source of unitive experiences deserves special notice, since most of us probably would not associate it with mystical awareness. Many prominent athletes report that, at the time of their peak performances, they were in states that resembled mystical raptures. Page 83. While unitive experiences happen most likely in emotionally positively charged situations, they can also occur under circumstances that are highly unfavorable, threatening, and critical for the individual. In this case, the ego consciousness is shattered and overwhelmed rather than dissolved and transcended. Page 88. On the levels on which cosmic creation occurs, the past, the present, and the future coexist rather than follow one another, and consequently, all the stages of the process are happening simultaneously. Page 100. The existence of agony gives a new dimension to the experience of ecstasy. The knowledge of darkness enhances the appreciation of light, and the extent of enlightenment is directly proportionate to the depth of previous ignorance. Page 101. When we view reality from the perspective of the universal mind, all the usually experienced polarities are transcended. This applies to such categories as spirit matter, stability motion, good evil, male female, beauty ugliness, or agony ecstasy. Page 110. One of the most difficult ethical challenges that emerges in holotropic states is to accept the fact that aggression is inextricably woven into the natural order, and that it is not possible to be alive without this being at the expense of another life form. Alan Watts, in his article Murder in the Kitchen, discussed from this point of view the problem of meat eating versus vegetarianism. The fact that rabbits scream louder than carrots did not seem to him a good enough reason to choose the latter. Joseph Campbell expressed the same idea in his tongue-in-cheek definition of a vegetarian as a person who is not sensitive enough to hear a tomato scream. Little switch up. The next passages you see on the screen are from Alan Watts' essay, Murder in the Kitchen. To say that plants don't really know that they are in pain is only to say that they can't put it into words. The preparation must be as delightful for its own sake as the feast, if the feast is to be worth eating, for the cook is, after all, a priest offering sacrifice, and the stove is an altar. My answer is back to the kitchen. It should supplant and even abolish the living room as the center of the home. Those were just a few little short excerpts from that wonderful essay. I highly recommend reading it. I have it in a copy of the compilation of essays, Does It Matter? By Alan Watts. I'll flip the screen so you can see it here. I'll move back to Stanislav Grof now. Page 113. The ability to accept creation as it is, including its shadow side and one's own role in it, is one of the most challenging tasks we can encounter during an in-depth philosophical and spiritual quest. Page 122. Evil and suffering are based on a false perception of reality, particularly the belief of sentient beings in their separate individual self. According to the insights described in this book, the human predicament closely parallels that of the moviegoer. We made, on another level of reality, the decision to incarnate because we were attracted by the experiences that material existence provides. The separate identity of the protagonist in the cosmic drama, including our own, is an illusion, and the matter of which the universe seems to be made is essentially empty. Page 128. Practical experience shows that the awareness of the emptiness behind all forms is not at all incompatible with genuine appreciation and love for all creation. Transcendental experiences leading to profound metaphysical insights into the nature of reality actually engender reverence toward all sentient beings and responsible engagement in the process of life. Page 131. While we cannot avoid suffering, we can have a certain influence on its timing and the form it takes. My observations from the work with the holotropic states indicate that when we confront the dark side of existence in a focused and condensed form in deliberately planned sessions, we can significantly reduce its various manifestations in our everyday life. Whether we see ourselves as helpless victims of overwhelming cosmic forces or the co-authors of our life scripts, will naturally have a far-reaching impact on the degree of suffering we experience in life, or conversely, on the amount of delight and freedom we enjoy. Thank you for joining me in my studies today. I will very much look forward to sharing my favorite quotes from the next 40 or so pages tomorrow, and I'll see you soon.